Good morning, everybody. Welcome back again to Nothing Fancy Acres. So this morning, Amanda and I were just going to be choring around a little bit. In one of our latest videos, we went over that we bought 2 hay wagons and a fluffer tedder. So we went through and we inspected both wagons, and we actually decided to use the one that's a little worse for wear as semi-temporary, semi-permanent hay storage. So it's a creative solution to a storage problem, because we don't have a building necessarily to store hay. We could store it over at Grandma's, but that presents a challenge in the sense that, it's a couple hundred yards away, and also we don't have a hay elevator anymore, and so getting it up into the loft would be a bit challenging. So today we're just going to transfer the stuff from the pallets over to here, and Amanda, she'll be out here eventually, and we're going to rock and roll it together before we make ourselves a nice breakfast and have a good day. There she is, bopping along, hanging out with the ladies. You want to stack? So growing up on a hay wagon, I did all the stacking. We've got a newbie here. We're going to see how she does. There's not much of a science to it, but those that know. Stacking hay properly can save a lot of room. So let's get after it. And there's the last one. We now have about a half full hay wagon, and so we'll cover this and we'll pull from it as we need to. So late August we'll do a third cutting, and then we'll do the same thing with that wagon as well. Fill it up, probably top this one off, and then we'll pull from this supply first since it's older, and then pull from the other, the third cut after that. I'm sure we'll run out by like midsummer of next year, but hopefully we don't. On to the next chore. Okay. So up next for today's chores, I'm actually over at Grandma's place, and this is their old chicken coop. As you can see, it's old and worn out. At some point we'll get it knocked down, but my goal is to save as much stuff out of here as we can. Big part of what we're doing is honoring the legacies of the people that came before us and kind of laid the groundwork. And so that's coming over. These two things are coming over. And I think we'll even take these roosting bars. Try to save as much as we can. Certainly is a bittersweet feeling you know, being over here. I haven't been in this chicken coop in probably 15 years. But I can remember as a kid, you know, coming here and grabbing the eggs. And that was when I learned that you had to reach under the hen to get the eggs every single day. Uh, you know, the roosters would come after me. It's a tough emotional thing to deal with. You know, we're taking it day by day, and it's such a cool experience that we get to kind of carry this on and live through those memories. So keep rolling on this, and we'll get to the next part. So on my way through, after we got the chicken coop cleared out, I decided to stop in the pasture that we're converting and do a little more ripping and tearing. And in doing so, you know, naturally I do some cleaning as we go along. There's a ton of tomato cages, some scrap metal T-posts, a couple more poles, a couple crates of bricks. This will all get knocked down, cleaned out, dug up. But what I wanted to show you is this. It's a plain old birdhouse. But a little history on it, my grandfather made that. And it's actually one of the last birdhouses that I can find that isn't completely rotted out. Most of them were, you know, put on T-posts out in the yard or even in this garden area. And so a lot of them had rotted out. That one's actually still solid. And so at some point when that shed's ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and take that down and probably give it to Grandma, mount it up on her porch. Just kind of nice little memory. There's Amanda running the weed whacker. Gotta herd the ladies. Come on. Victor, you're not doing your job. Let's go. Of course, they were right where Amanda needed to go. See ya. Well, hello. Amanda brought their water out. Looks like they're enjoying where the new hay wagon's at. She's still chugging away doing the weeds. I've got one of our manure buckets. This is first use. So, gonna clean out the old chicken roosting box. And we're gonna go ahead and get that into there. So we got everything drug over from Grandma's. Got everything cleaned up. We've got a small fire going now of all the old stuff that we drug out of the chicken coop that we're not going to use. Had too many screws, nails, whatnot. Not really salvageable wood. That being said, the inside of the chicken coop got pretty much a full remodel. So let's check it out. So we got the little ramp going up. That way when they free range, they can just kind of come and go without having to hop. Went ahead and grabbed the roosting bars from Pappy and Grandma's. Got those mounted up there. And then got the nesting boxes set up. Another roosting bar. And then we got the little feed trough hanging up there just for old time's sake. And, you know, we may end up using it someday depending on how many chickens we really end up with. So, to recap, took care of the hay trailer. Went over to Grandma's, did some cleaning up. Went over to the field, did some more cleaning up. Started a fire. Amanda did some weed whacking and whatnot. And we got the chicken coop remodeled. So we had a pretty busy day. Got some family and friends coming over here in a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and finish her off here. And if you like what you see, hit us with a like, give us a subscribe, all that fun stuff. And in the meantime, we will see you all soon. Thanks for joining us.